to all of you, and with it the prospect of drama, delight and despair.
Hoy se enfrentan el Real Madrid.
I'm John Champion, and covering this game alongside me, someone who certainly knows a thing or two about playing at the top level, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi John, there's been a great buzz here since I sat in my seat. I think this promises something special today.
Both teams currently in a good vein of form, which makes this match even more engaging.
Well, on the face of it, we would appear to have a high caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
The action has already started.
So Jim, any individual performances which are worthy of note?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is. And I suppose in many ways you can call him the perfect example of the modern fullback.
He's looking for options. He's found himself some space out wide. Great footwork. Takes a shot. Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. That's clearly not what he was hoping for. And that'll be a throw. Oh, that's clever. Through and still going. He was trying to make things happen there for his team, and it almost came off for him too. The keeper there to make the catch. Knocks it through. Wins it back. Kicks it a long way. And the assistant referee has his flag up for offside. It's been launched forward. That looked a foul, and the referee's given it.
Well, it's a crossing feast here, but I'd advise them to keep a variety in their play to avoid being found out and stopped.
Yeah. It'll be a throw-in.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And he's got quite a shot on him. Goal, Juventus. And the first goal goes to Juventus. A moment that demanded composure, and that's what he produced.
Look, I don't want to take anything away from the finish because he ghosted his way into position, but where was the communication in that defence? Who was taking charge? Nobody.
El 28.
Well, the goal. And there's the end to the first 45. It's a cagey game, this one. Plenty to fascinate the spectators, though. Score is 1-0.
Yeah, they're slightly lacking in the goal-scoring department, but they've played well overall. Just a bit unlucky, perhaps, to go in down at half-time. I think there's no reason for them not to bounce back.
Just in case you took an extended half-time break, you'll be glad to know that you haven't missed any goals here.
Real Madrid don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first. If they don't grab an early goal in this second half, they can't hold back though.
Mendy cuts out what was really a sloppy pass. Forward it goes. Plays it to his right. Looking to exploit the space. In comes the corner.
La asistencia a este partido.
The ball has crossed the line and it's a throw.
80.314 espectadores.
Knocks it through. Vinicius Junior.
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Looking for his teammate. An important interception. Things were starting to look dangerous. Mendy. Goal in sight. Drives it in. Wasn't taking any chances there. Well intercepted. Saw the danger and got to it.
Real Madrid are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Mendy. The ball crossed the line. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy. Juventus couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Kelly.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Valverde. So there you have it, the final whistle. It all came down to that one slip up at the back, and sometimes that's what decides football matches. So Jim, the match has been fairly entertaining.
Listen, they had plenty of time to overcome the setback, but for me, they never quite had enough adventure in their play to get back into that one.
My sincere thanks go to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
En el marcador se podrá ver a continuación